Thank you all for allowing us to come here again. I believe this is the 6th board meeting we've attended since September to address the issues in regards to the change in not only inclusive ed, but other SPED programs this year. And since September, we've also had countless one-on-one and group meetings with district admin and board members, phone calls and emails with program specialists, IEP meetings, CAC and subcommittee meetings, filled out survey, and attended 2 workshops related to that survey. And we've given a lot of our time providing feedback about these changes. And as I sat on the workshop that was held last Thursday night in regards to the inclusive ed changes, I was absolutely infuriated that we were asked once again to sit in small groups and yet again give feedback. Many of us attending that meeting were doing so because we had the impression that we would be going over the results of that survey, where the data would be contextualized for us and let us know what they were going to be doing to respond to that data. But that's not what we got. And when we asked why they didn't present the data, we were told that we were supposed to look over it ourselves, that they take our feedback based on guided questions that they gave us back to their offices to distill and synthesize it and send out another survey, and at some point start working on a plan. It's February. We've been asking for data, and I'm glad that we finally got something, but we've also been asking for solutions and a plan. But instead, our time is being wasted. There is no plan. There's no timeline for coming up with a plan, and it seems that there's no intent to do anything other than continually kick the can down the road and hope that we move on, that we just forget that this ever happened. But the time for listening is over. My request to you, all of you tonight, is that when you go to decide future agenda items, that you don't request more data. You request a plan. You request a timeline. You request that the district admin stop wasting all of ours and your time and start giving answers. Thank you.
Hello, members of the board. My name is Dustin Noble, and we haven't gotten an adequate presentation, and we haven't seen data results yet. We saw the very first of these results this last week, but we weren't able to discuss them. We weren't able to dive into them and understand the why. I strongly urge a member of this board to call for an agendized item for inclusion and set a date for when this report is due, when data is going to be presented. I know in the past this request has been made. It had also been suggested that traditionally we don't set dates on future agenda items, but you are the Board of Education for the school district. You have the ability to set a date. If my employer asks for a report on XYZ and wants it due by ABC, I produce the report. Otherwise, I'm held accountable for not producing that report and that data. So that is my request to you, to your employees. We want that report by this date. We want to understand what these families wearing red keep coming to us every single month, pouring their hearts out. We want to understand this in its entirety. Thank you.